Yo! Welcome back to the channel. But this video's got a bit of a difference. And it is JRC Landscaping. Welcome to JRC Landscaping. The once and only time you will ever see this. Because I am not about that life with the graft, as you'll see. So this is the first part of the series of building the studio at our house, which is basically going to be used for my wife's, Zoe, as you all know her photography business. I'll use it for editing videos, things like that, reviews, all that sort of jazz, because she'll have all her backdrops in there, so it'll be sick, hopefully anyway. But yeah, this is the prep work that's had to go in to getting it built. So this will be the first episode. Next episode will be the electrics. Then we'll probably have one on insulating, boarding, plastering, and then second fix electrics. Hopefully you enjoy it. I hope so anyway, because I've had this planned for a bit. This first video was a bit of a disaster, as you'll see. So it rained. People here didn't want to be on camera. I'm done. I am done with that graft. But yeah, big up yourselves for coming back. If you're a new person to the channel, then please do consider hitting that it's boiling out in this fan. Hitting that subscribe button, as we are well on the way to 5k, which is where we want to be at the end of the year. I'm hoping we can smash it by about the end of June, July, which would be sick. But with your help, that'll make it possible. Yeah, big up yourselves. Let me know what you think in the comments when the video's finished partway through. Timestamp it if you want to show me something. That would be awesome. And also smash that like button. Big up yourselves. Let's run that thing! So far, let me tell you a bit of backstory to what's happened. Me and my mate, who is a landscaper builder anyway, have hired the digger for a day. We've been there 7:30, picked it up on the trailer, brought it back, drove it into the garden, broke it. Well, thought we broke it. So we've lifted the back up, the alternator's not even on it, it's a bit of smoke. Yeah, we're panicking at this point. So ring the bloke, hello, we've hired this digger. Yeah, you've picked the wrong one up. So we limp it back up the garden, limp it onto the trailer, get it back and swap the digger. We're now at about 11:30 in the morning. The base that's getting put in, peg. Where's that one? Can you see it? There, peg. And then there's one down here and one over there. So the base needs to be 20 foot by 10 foot. So 20 foot that way, 10 foot that way. That was the plan. The garden, it's a mess obviously, but you can see there's a slope on it, and that slope got worse and worse as it got down the garden, and obviously the base needs to be level. So here, this peg at the back, if we'd have done it from how we started, this peg was about here, which gives you like a 2 foot walk onto what's meant to be the bark with all the weeds on. Nice. So it's all had to be leveled. So I dug it out, and then it got further and further and further, and now it's going off this step, and on this drop here we've ordered railway sleepers which are going to run straight up there. Then this is going to be backfilled and levelled out so that it's level with the top of that garden. I might do some lights in there yet, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's where we're at so far. So the next plan is get some stone, whacker it down, make sure it's all level, and then the pad can be shuttered off. We'll probably go 6 inches over on each side, and then that can be shuttered, concrete tipped in, concrete levelled off, summer house thing on top. Nice. This is the boss.
I know.
Are you the boss?
No.
No, who's the boss?
Over there.
The boss is over there.
There.
Not me.
Over there.
Not me.
No.
I'm not the boss.
No. Boss is over there.
What was here the other day, Tommy? What was here?
Digger.
A digger?
There.
Who was driving it?
You and Michael.
Me and Michael. So, to get our cable in, what I've got to do is get a ducting in for now. I'm going to get a duct in under where the sleepers are going, back up to the wall there, and then I don't know how I'm going to get back to the board, probably through the loft and then connect onto a whisker. But I'm going to take some ducting down to this back edge and then basically pull the armoured through. Couple of Cat 5s or Cat 6s, couple for, probably 2 for CCTV, 1 for internet, and then obviously our power. And then from here, when the ducting's in, we can run the armoured to wherever we want in either corner for the fuse board. We're going to have a camera inside, camera outside, and then an access point in there for the internet. So the different steps I'm going to follow in this video is the laying of the base. I'm going to try and get as much of it as I can on video. Probably won't get a lot because my mate's probably camera shy. Everybody is, apart from me, legend. But we'll get that on. The actual building, we're not doing the building of the building, where somebody's coming in who we bought it off to build the actual frame. Then we're going to insulate it, board it, plaster it, electrics, all that jazz. So yeah, let's go. Here is where we're at. So all this stone, there's roughly about 8 tonne gone down. Me and Zoe have moved that from all the way out there, and it was the worst day I've ever had at work. Bit of ducting here, going down and coming out there. So that's going to be for our cables, our feed-in, couple of cameras, internet, all that ting. And then today's job, this has all got to be whacked down level. We've roughly levelled it out, but yeah, it's got to still be whacked down. And then we're putting these sleepers in today. So we're going 3 high, right the way across to roughly where that old slab is for the step. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit higher than the ground so we can backfill, level the other side-ish. We can't go too high because of the board, the fence panel that side. So yeah, we've had to dig down 2 foot for our post. So what we'll do is cut a sleeper, level with the top-ish, I think. I don't really know. And then screw it to the sleepers that are sitting upright. So that'll go all the way across. We'll have another hole there, another hole there, another hole there. We're going to go 4 across. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then wherever that finishes, that's where our step's going to go down. So we're probably going to have a little concrete print step down into this. Nice. It's coming on. Honestly, I do not know how people do this for a job. It's killed me. Just shoveling all this into wheelbarrows so we can bring it down here. My back's done. Here. Carrying them sleepers ridiculously heavy. My back's done. Here. And they make it look easy, man. Mike's just chucking it about on his shoulder and that big railway sleeper. I can barely lift it off the ground. This is exactly why I went to college. So I ain't got to do this. They do it every day. How? How'd you do it? Graft? Next time I lift up like a, I don't know, 16mm armoured, something like that. It's nothing. I feel sorry for him. Really do. So this is where we're at so far with the project. Railway sleepers are all in. Centre of the stone's been whacked down and the shuttering has been put in for the concrete. Concrete's coming in a minute. I've opened up fence panel next door so we can literally just come through their drive, tip it in here. Nice. It's yeah, it's coming on. It's a couple of weeks since we've done this, so we've still got a bit of work here with filling the back in and things like that. But I'm not sure if I want like what?
I need a hole.
A what?
We need a hole.
A Hulk.
A football went over there.
Oh, football. James will get it. So we don't know if we're putting lights in here, so we're leaving that open for a minute. Be careful, Tommy. So yeah, concrete's coming in a minute. I was hoping that the rain would hold off, but the only day that it's rained this week is now, and that's when it's coming. So I'm going to have to put the camera inside. We might have to put a tarpaulin sheet over it because it's literally the only day I can do it. I'm going away tomorrow on a football tournament with James. So yeah, it's got to be done. And the shed's going in a week. So to make sure all this is level where it's been built, we've been using a laser. So basically we'll set, what?
Can I play with this for a minute?
I'm doing something.
Look.
Whoa, cool. So to get level, we've put the laser on here, and then there's like a little receiver on a pole that sits on there, and basically you go round all the edges and just make sure that it'll pick the laser up and tell you how many mil up or down. If it brings it back, I'll show it you anyway. But yeah, that's how it's all got level. Apparently it's level anyway, I hope so. So fence is back in. As you can see, we had to put a few screws on top of the fence line to hang the tarpaulin up. That wasn't big enough. So basically, concrete was due for 4:30 and it came at 6 o'clock, which was a good start. But yeah, it was graft again. I think there was probably about 40 barrows full. I'm not used to barrowing and I hate it. Literally detest it, but we got it in. So we're a few days later now. We got the concrete in on Friday. No, we didn't. Thursday? Was it Thursday? Thursday. And it's now Monday, bank holiday Monday. And as you can see, the rain did get it quite a bit. But we waited here till probably 10:30 on a night. Give it a good few hours to go off and then gave up. We were going to cover it with a sheet. But we thought the sheet would just stick to it, and obviously it doesn't have to be a mint polished finish because it's going to be under the summer house thing eventually anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's not a crack, it's just a string line we've left out. But yeah, it's looking good. So the shuttering's been took off. As you can see, there's our little marker poles that we were using all the way around in each corner. Shuttering's been took off. Yeah, it looks really nice, to be fair. Fair play to Mike, he knows what he's doing, doesn't he? But yeah, it was graft again. Once again, hats off to anyone who does this sort of work, because it is long and hard work, man. The company that we used for the concreting actually bought a pair of hands with him as well on the barrow, and it was his 7th job that day. Barrowing concrete, 7th job. That's ridiculous. But yeah, he was an animal, and we got it in. So the only thing left to do now is obviously get it built. We've had to send the company a video of where they're going to be loading it from, how far the walk is, if there's any obstacles, all that sort of stuff. Basically, since we've been working here, we've left that gravel board out just so that anyone can lift it and gain access that way. They don't need 2 people, they can literally just lift it themselves and come through. But they'll then have to walk down here. I'd imagine they'll just lean it on here and then chuck it over there to another person. But if not, the way we're going to come eventually, we'll be through there where all that crap's piled up from the garden, and then we'll have some steps down here, so they can just walk down there, but it'll probably be easier to just jump off the sleepers and get it on that way. So yeah, as I said, that's getting built on Friday. It's now Monday, so it'll give it a bit more time to go off. Don't think it needs it. It's absolutely solid. But yeah, Friday's go time for them, not me. So once it's built, the last bit of real graft, like manual labour, is going to be getting all the stone around here. This is just a bit of concrete we had left over. I just chucked it on the floor because it's going to be covered anyway. What I'll probably do next is get a membrane down right the way around here, and then I think the cheapest thing for us to do is just gravel the whole thing. Obviously that'll be a built step there, whatever we decide to do there. But yeah, we'll get a grab to Hiab, couple of ton bags over here, however many we need. We'll just rip the bags, get it all here, and then rake it out as and where we need it. So that is it for the first video. The foundations are in. Foundations? We're not building an house. Concrete slab is in. The area around it is ready to go. It's just got to be built. When you're watching this, this will be released on the Friday, probably around 6 o'clock. This should be built by then, and the following video will be the insides, what we're going to do. So we're going to do the electrics, we're going to do the insulation, the boarding, the damp proofing, whatever you have to do. I don't know. I'll probably do it wrong anyway, won't I? You know me. I'm not a dab hand at this. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. I know I couldn't get a lot of it on the video because of rain and different things, and obviously people working here who don't want to be on video. Pussies. But yeah, big up yourselves. Thanks for watching. Leave a little like, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if you do this sort of work. If you do, fair play to you. But yeah, see you later. Ta-ra.